How much work is it to care for those curls in your doggo? 0 right now. She's in the bathroom once in a while. Her hair doesn't tangle right now. It'll get a lot more work when she starts courting. Looking for sheriff. Saint Denis patrol. Responding report of Doc's office robbed. About quite a while ago. Looking for sheriff. He might have gone to Rhodes. Let's try going to Rhodes. Oh, let's put Saffron's name back on here. Here we go. Oh my goodness, no! Stop it! Don't do it! Here we go. I feel like our lag problems have been a little bit less bad in recent weeks. I don't know if there was a CFX update or something. Like, we still get them, but not nearly the severity we were having fairly recently, I feel. Why did I start going to Valentine? Been getting a lot of buffering lately, though. That might just be me. I know we had an issue the other day, but I haven't seen it dipping today. At least on my side. I know we had a problem the other night, though. Yeah, that's always a possibility. I just want to see Cash. I haven't seen him forever. Oh, did I not? I'm sorry. Sorry.
Hello.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. Just going to what's it called? Valentine.
Oi.
Yep.
Okay. You don't have a horse, or are you new in state?
I don't know how to ride one.
Oh.
Last time I
see.
tried to ride one, I went off a cliff
Oh.
and killed the horse.
Oh, that's. I'm sorry. That's terrible. I'm glad that you're okay though.
Yep, I landed on it.
Huh. It usually goes the other way around. Okay. Well,
lucky for me, it didn't.
thankfully between here and Valentine, there's no predators, so you don't have to worry about that.
Alright.
What was your name, by the way?
CJ.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Deputy Mitchell.
Oh, nice to meet you, Deputy.
Aye, well, take care. Stay safe on the road, aye?
Alright, you as well.
I think all Twitch is having problems with, like if you watch streamers with face cams, it will desync and has nothing to do with the latency mode. Not all streams, I guess, can use the feature. Interesting. Howdy. I don't say cash. Why is this lagged?
I would be very highly cautious going heading to Saint Denis.
Sorry?
There's a bit of an issue. A lot of tree branches sticking out. You might get clubbed over the head.
A lot of tree...
You'll get a nasty headache from all the pollen in the air.
Really?
Me and a few folks, yeah, we've been trying to get into Saint Denis. I've been trying to find the sheriff. And unfortunately, there's been a lot of pollen in the air causing a lot of headaches. Me and another deputy.
Last I heard was the sheriff went down to Saint...
Correct.
Last I heard it, the sheriff went down to Sunday. I used the wrong accent.
Absolutely, and I've been trying to get down there to find him.
That killed
and
me.
Me and this other deputy have been having mighty wicked headaches every time we try and get past a little bit of road.
Okay.
You'll get stuck there continually until you can run away from the trees.
I know what you mean. I can try telegramming him and see where he might be. I don't know if he's actually down there in Sunday or not. I just know that he was going to go that way.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
Let me take a look.
The other deputy said he was meant to meet up with him there, so I don't know.
Someone look now. NU948. I'm gonna go down to the telegram station. NU948. NU948. I sent out telegrams, so we'll see, I suppose.
I appreciate that.
A crate right there. The boy has been remade. Here comes the Filipino gremlin. Oh boy. Nice. Take free supplies. It's just cigarettes. Okay. What is this? Sign has been changed. If orifice. If horrific? Okay. Whoops. Why is this taking so long? Oh my goodness. Saint Denis. Still here waiting for Benson or the hopeful cadet. Oh.
We're stuck here. We're stuck.
So you kind of get to Saint Denis?
There's no leaving. There's strong winds coming in the roads, and they're not letting us leave.
Have you tried going around the other way?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Cash says that he's waiting for you and the cadet. Aww.
Yeah, he's the other one out there too. He can't make it through the winds either.
Huh. Well, I'm gonna go see if I can. I'm gonna try.
All right, I'm gonna watch because I wish you luck.
Okay.
But I've it's been like literally like 8 times for me.
No, I believe you. I'm gonna try though.
Saffron, is that you?
Aye.
We would like to report a crime. Yeah. I would like to get my name cleared around here, okay?
How are you? How?
People think that I'm the one stealing the boxes and roads, but it's this fucking muskrat. It's this fucking muskrat.
What the?
We just chased it around for an hour.
So there's your culprit, okay? Now clear my name in the town of roads.
I don't think this is necessarily proof that you just attached a box to a muskrat. Did you?
No, we saw him. We saw him run out of the
He
general
was
store.
running. He was alive at one point. We were chasing him around. We found him in the swamp.
You know, let me. Thank you for reporting this. I'm gonna take care of it, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure. Here.
Thank you. I'll keep this in mind though. I
think that's irrefutable proof.
It is.
We'll see. I'm gonna try and sell this at the butcher and see if he'll make it disappear. Okay, now it's just a... Okay. Well, that's better than it was. Did you two just come from Saint Denis?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try and go that way, Benson. We'll see.
All right, let's see. I'm curious because
I'm gonna give it a try too.
Wooden cube-shaped balloon. I was almost like I was carrying it over my shoulder. That's so strange. Okay. So far. Okay, there's a crash point, clearly. I mean, I made it out. Made it out of roads. Right, don't take the roads out of roads. Yeah, sometimes it's a little messed up. There's definitely certain crash zones. Out west? Cause there's nothing out there really. Okay. Cash, are you here? Of course he's not. He probably left. Like ships in the night. Saint Denis. He says he's in Saint Denis. Maybe he tried to go back. I know. Like shattered it. Why is that? Come on. Come on. What? It's locked and that door is swinging freely. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. I just put my face through the glass. Nope. Oh, there you are. So apparently, howdy. Apparently Benson and the cadet can't leave roads every time they try. The dust blows up right in their eyes and they have issues. In the same spot. I made it out here though.
I need to go to Rhodes to interview this feller.
You might have to.
Okay.
Which is frustrating, I understand that.
Yeah, I've been sitting here waiting for Benson for about half hour.
He said that he's been trying very hard to get down here, and he actually warned me. He told me not to even try coming this way. And I was able to. I don't think he made it past the same spot that he was having issues with on the road.
Well, damn. Alright, in that case, I'll head to Rhodes then and try to interview this feller.
Aye, probably a good idea. I can come with you. I mean, don't have to linger around for the interview, but I've got nothing else going on at the moment.
I'll send him a telegram first, just so he don't try to keep coming this way.
Slash detail smudge in the shape of Saffron's face on glass. How have you been? I feel like I haven't seen you for a long time.
I've been just fine, I suppose. Just quite busy.
Oi.
Yeah.
Footprint on the door of a tiny Scottish foot. Wow.
Hello there, miss.
Howdy.
Hello.
How are you tonight?
I'm sorry, say again.
I said, how are you tonight?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing alright. Muddy footprints, yes, that tells me a lot.
Yeah, so far, not a terrible first day in the crossing, so...
Oh, it's your first day.
Indeed it is.
Oh, congratulations. My name's Deputy Mitchell. What's yours?
Sorry. Say again.
My name's Deputy Mitchell. What's yours?
It's a pleasure, Deputy. I'm, David Connors.
David Carnus?
Connors.
Deputy Mitchell.
I
am Rick Ricky. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Ricky. Well, nice to meet you.
There is a bandit afoot.
There's a bandit afoot.
Yes, ma'am. We hit Saint Denis tonight.
What happened? How?
General store. This here telegram office and the doctor's office. You can hear it from the sheriff right there. He knows all about it.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll hear about it from him. Thank you.
Your horse went on a bit of walk.
I see that. I don't know kind of where she thought she was going to, but. Oh no, that guy applied for the paper. It's a new Crispin. I miss Crispin. He's so funny. So funny.
But yeah, no, I've just been quite busy, I suppose just having meetings with different folks. Haven't had time to really do any patrols at all.
Oh.
Just trying to meet with people. Handle complaints and the like.
I suppose such is the life of a sheriff.
Yeah, some kind of life anyhow. I've been meaning to go out to New Austin ever since O'Neill and Shields moved out there, just to try to look around, see what the lay of the land is, but I haven't even had time to make it out there yet.
Well, I can...
And that's been over a week now.
I can tell you that they were down there hanging out with a bunch of warrants when I saw them.
Yeah, Clyde Davis, Bridget Davis, I'm sure still.
And Moxie. Well, it was a while ago, so it was Bridget and Moxie and probably Clyde too.
Moxie did the jailbreak, didn't she, for Clyde?
I'm not quite sure. I just know I was trying to find O'Neill to talk to him when I heard, and ended up down in Tumbleweed, and he was just hanging out with a bunch of white people, and Clyde was looking at me through binoculars, and I said, "What you're doing?" He said, "I'm seeing if you have a badge on your chest, because if you do, I'm going to take it off and I'm going to escort you out of the desert." I was off duty at the moment, so it was barely tolerated, I suppose.
I seen Clyde yesterday, I think it was, and he told me he had some kind of disease in his liver or something. It seemed very, I don't know what the word he had, like he was expected to die soon.
You know, I guess that's what Clayton Orwell had. His liver was all messed up. I just sent him off to Siska while he was... I didn't kind of even make the journey out there.
He did, as far as I know. Because I think I remember them fixing to send more doctors out to St. Denis, or
to Siska. The doctors were trying to tell me I couldn't send them out there, and I had to. I don't know, can. It was sad, but he made his choices too, so I don't know, can.
Yeah, Clyde seemed to be full of sorrow, depressed yesterday. I hope that don't mean that he's gonna try to go out with a bang or something.
Like Clayton?
Hopefully he just decides that
maybe he should start taking care of himself.
Exactly, just make the most of it. Whatever time he has left.
Aye. Oh, I think I see the problem. Oh, or not. Let's do you see anything down that road?
Yep.
Okay. You're okay. Oh my. Ah!
Lord. You alright?
Are you?
Yeah, I'm just looking up, trying to find our culprit here.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
I'm sorry. I just tried to fool you. I didn't think that you'd turn around.
Yeah, well, I was trying to focus on
No, I believe you.
the wagon, and all of a sudden it was behind me.
Sorry. Yeah, he was trying to found it. Yeah, that makes sense. Do you think you think you got a good enough look at it?
I did for a minute.
Okay.
I don't know where the hell it went now.
Well, I mean, maybe you scared him off.
Yeah, hopefully.
You can quit kicking up dust in people's eyes. Citation 8%. That was so freaky how it just rolled off into the treetops. Well, it looks like they're waiting.
I am extremely jealous of you.
Yeah, that's one hell of a neat trick you got there. Those winds blew us straight off the horse.
Aye, there's a fella over there doing some stupid stuff with the wagon. I think we told him to leave, and it should be fine. Hopefully.
Shit.
Sorry, Cash.
I'll take your word for it.
Howdy. All right, well, if you want to head on inside, we'll go ahead and have you sit and just answer some questions I got for you.
Yeah, beautiful.
So I just sent out an ANON about the high winds and the issues. Food and water.
You want me to sit down here, sir?
Yeah,
let me get your way. Sorry.
I'm joking. I can go get food. I'm just always a little hungry. For some reason I can make it over to the telegram office.
I think there was just a fella out there doing something weird with a wagon. I think you should be fine now. Red Kiss body found number 2.
So look at the telegram break-in one.
Kiss and Kate Barlow.
And tell me what charges should be on there.
The telegram station?
Yeah.
Hang on.
What'd I name it? Saint... Where'd it go?
Saint Denis robberies or Saint Denis doctor's office broken into?
No, There was none of that. Where did that go?
Ian, thanks so much for hanging out.
Gone?
And thanks for the donation. I appreciate it so much. Have a good night.
Wait, here it is. Saint Denis robberies. It's been changed to Saint Denis robberies.
Okay, well, fair enough. What is it that made you want to apply to my department?
Now, I put destruction of government property.
What was destroyed of government property?
They broke into the telegram station. That's government property, is it not?
I'm not quite sure. Maybe. I guess so.
Yeah, all post offices are government property.
Okay.
Ran by the government.
Okay, and what about law work?
I suppose.
You personally.
Am I wrong for putting that on there? Maybe I'm wrong for putting that on there. I don't know. I didn't know what charges to put, basically.
I mean, probably robbery if they were robbing things.
Well, what they took were telegrams. They broke in there and took telegrams. Rick Ricky had just found it. All I got was muddy footprints. And
It's still thievery, though, you know.
Yeah, right. So is it like theft under 250? Because
I'll just
the
be
telegrams
I'll
have
just
no
be,
value?
It'd just be the smallest theft. There's a base fee.
How'd that turn out? What'd you learn from
Right, $20. I was looking at that. I was thinking about putting it on there, but I just wanted to run it by somebody to be like, what should I be putting on here before I put it on there, you know?
Mm-hmm. There's multiple crimes. Robbery under 500.
Reminds me I should probably clock in.
Dina had O'Neill's old deputy badge. She wanted an epic chase from the law. Aw.
Tell me what you think about that incident. Dina had O'Neill's old deputy badge.
I am reading that right now.
Okay, yeah, that one, like, I was here when she had that badge, and she was showing it to me. And I was trying to determine if it was like a real badge or some homemade thing, you know?
Uh-huh.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna read it. Actually, it has my name on it. Molly had the perfect touch. She just came in and knew, like, just put like this nice, sweet, innocent touch on it to get her to give us chocolate milk, and we would chase her and give her an epic, you know, police chase. And it was great, you know. Got her to give the badge back, and but she said O'Neill gave it to her, and that's where it's like, I feel like he should be charged with something, being that reckless with a badge. Like, if he could have put that in the wrong hands, so that could have done danger.
I didn't can. But it probably isn't something that really needs to be charged. Not everything needs to be, you know. Hey, Mini Moon Fox.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's pretty reckless, though, you know.
Nice. I meant in Dina's case. I didn't kind about O'Neill though.
Oh, I'm talking about O'Neill. Right. I'm talking about O'Neill. Dina's case, right. I didn't, you know, right. Just give it back to us and get the heck out of here, you know. That's basically what I said to her, and then she refused, but Molly came in with that sweet touch and, you know, worked it out perfectly.
Josh Carter intends to host a high-stakes poker game at the Bastion in the near future. The prize pool totaling $30,000. Understandably, he's concerned for the safety of this event and its participants.
That's what's reckless. O'Neill.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
I just don't know what that would be charged with. You
right.
probably have to talk with the sheriff about it.
Yeah.
Whether it be privatizing the location, having the lot,
I'll let them deal with it. I'm gonna just leave it alone.
That's ridiculous. $30,000.
How long before he's robbing banks?
Don't know, Ken. I hope it's never.
Oh, you know what? I had this. Damn it.
Oh dear.
I was with this cricket girl earlier. They didn't put her on the wanted list. I just read this incident, and it looks like they want to charge her with fleeing and eluding and horse theft. But they never put her on the wanted list. Oh well.
Well, you're free to correct paperwork as you need to.
Maybe I should probably add her to the wanted list.
I mean, you can.
Yeah, that's where I messed. That's where I didn't see it. All right. But wait, is there a wanted? You know what? I'm just leaving that alone. None of my business.
Nobody knows that's
I'm a little too new to be correcting somebody else's shit.
I don't want to engage on the cricket stuff.
And now I'm stuck in Rhodes.
My Rhodes is this terrible maelstrom that pulls you in and you can't get out.
Usually during this time, I try not to be stuck here in the office. That drives me nuts, being stuck in the office, right?
I see.
I want to be out talking to people, you know, getting to know the community, right? That's how I spend my downtime, is just going around talking to people. And I enjoy that. It helps the day go by too. I hate just being stuck in the office. That's why sometimes I hate being bogged down in a group, where it's like it seems like you're stuck in the sheriff's office for like an hour, just to rush out to the next town to go to that sheriff's office for an hour. You know what I mean? It's like,
no, I know what you mean.
It drives me nuts.
I just wanted to. I haven't seen Cash for a while, so I'm waiting to see how this interview goes.
I'm just stuck here, can't go anywhere.
I mean,
so.
You can go places if you want to. I know what you mean by feeling stuck when you're with people though and they're not going somewhere.
No, I'm talking about the winds. They won't let me. I can't go anywhere. I'm literally stuck in this town.
Alright, I already told you that Cash and I dealt with a fella out there who's acting really strange and throwing a lot of dust in the air. So maybe you can try going again. I would try it.
You know what? Let me give it a shot. I'm not doing anything. Alright, come on, Bob. Yeah, I named my horse Bob.
I wonder if he makes it. Well, he's there right now. Ooh, Rabbit should be around. An Elio character? Elio is fun. I love Elio. Could take me a few seconds to crash. The fact that he's not come back yet is concerning. Oh, he's coming back! Yay! Looks like you made it.
Yeah, it worked.
It's such a rainstorm. Cricket is safe to run free for another day. Yeah, maybe. We'll see what happens. Poor Benson getting bullied for no reason. Yeah, that weird glitchy wagon was the thing making people crash. We'll go down to the bank. I think that was a pretty decent cricket day. What do you guys think? Made some fires, got a horse, made some friends, got some trades in. Yeah. Definitely a cricket fan. Oh, I'm glad you guys like her. She's, you know, definitely very different. Like, usually I play very serious characters, right? I mean, they have fun, but they're still pretty stinking serious. But I'll say that doesn't mean that a cricket story can't get serious. Like, I like to have deep and real motives and stuff behind all my characters. But right now, I'm gonna let that stuff play out for the viewers. I'm not gonna tell you my plans for her. I'm not gonna tell you her backstory if it's not revealed. Oh, I have lots of naughty characters. I've played a lot of crims. Friendly check. I've played a lot of crims. Bridget Davis, Clyde Davis, Chrissy Snow, Mills, Alice Quinn, Atlas, Bonnie, Jack. Jet. Billy Blaster, Trix Caniclo, Davy Dotson, Bonnie Jack is wanted twice, aiding and abetting a major criminal and attempted murder 1st degree. I mean, it's not super deep, you know, but I mean, there's gotta be a reason for everything. Miguel Delobo.
Okay, let's see if they're still here. Oh, they are.
Aye.
All right, you two. This is our newest cadet.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. I'm Weller, by the way. I don't think I introduced myself earlier.
Can you say it again? What was that?
It's Weller, ma'am.
Weller?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
W-A-L-L-E-R.
Weller. Okay. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, if you two want to keep him occupied while I do a little bit of paperwork, I will be right back.
All right. Well, are you excited for your first day?
Yeah, most definitely. I'm pretty well keen.
All right. So the question that you're going to hear 1,000 times, and you probably already heard from Sheriff Cash in there. What makes you want to be a lawman?
If I'm being quite honest, one of my friends wrote me and said there was an advertisement in the paper. And said that it was a good job to do, decent folk, and you know, I've been doing a bit of security work back home and a few other things, and I just figured this was the job for me.
Maybe. I think that you tend to get treated a lot better as security than as a deputy, though.
Oh, you'd be surprised, man. I dealt with proper dickheads.
Maybe, but
ruckuses and problems.
Maybe, but the moment you put on the badge, there's going to be a lot of people who hate you for no other reason than you've got a bit of 10 on your chest.
My mom always said that I got thick skin anyhow, so I don't think any of it's really going to bother me. But
it's less about bothering and more about shooting, but you know.
Well, if I've been getting shot at for wearing a badge, then so be it. Ain't no point putting it on if you're not, right?
But you know, I think some people are surprised. That's all. You know,
well,
like me.
What was your name? Sorry again, ma'am. I didn't catch it.
Oh, sorry. Name's Saffron Mitchell.
That is a very beautiful name. I will say that, you know, if folks want to start shooting at me for wearing a badge, then I best have some real good friends around me then.
Well, hopefully. I mean, that's what we try and do here at the department. We have each other's backs.
Damn right. I mean, Benson here trying to get through that gust of wind which kept blowing us off the damn horses.
Mm-hmm. It should be okay now. There was a fellow over there doing something stupid with the wig, and it was putting off a lot of fumes and stuff like that. Yeah, that's Dren, guys. It's not Danny.
Yeah, I definitely. You ain't the first person to say that to me either. Kai had, the senior deputy Kai had some colorful things to say about it. He just told me about some folk in the department who, you know, kept a bit more flack than others and whatnot. We'll see what happens. I'm just here to serve the state and protect some folk. And
well,
that's about it.
That's good to hear.
That badge mean a lot to you?
I've worked very, very hard to get here. It's been a dream of mine for a long time to be a deputy. And I finally get to live out.
What about you, Mr. Benson?
I missed the question. I'm eating.
That's alright.
What was the question?
I was just asking if that badge means a lot to you.
Yeah, Waller,
Badge
I think.
means a whole lot to me, yes.
But he says it Waller.
That's good to know.
Because the Aussie.
Livelihood and got to protect it at all times.
Absolutely. Chef Cash was just saying, you know, badge means everything, and I think that's true, because I think if you're sworn to something and you pick it up, then that's your convictions and your principles which are sitting over your heart. It means
And you
something
can't
to
just
you.
give it away to a random stranger.
Can't just give it away.
Like, I mean, we've had a few people put the badge down recently, and I mean, I think that if you feel like it's time to put it down, then there's nothing wrong with that, and you shouldn't be judged for it. But don't go down a one, you know, don't go flip around on everything that you said that you stood for. I guess is my general feeling on it. I mean,
Yeah, I think that makes perfect sense.
I'm like, I think it's much better to put the badge down than to force others to take it from you. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna put it down with dignity.
Mm-hmm.
Don't throw it in the dirt and pretend like it was nothing, I guess. Well, that was depressing.
Sorry.
I'm only teasing. I get it. I've seen a whole bunch of different folk.
There's a lot of stories behind it, but I thought the one did put it down with dignity, and then I heard a thing today that just makes me like, why? Obviously, the other one, you know, is just a disgrace, right? But you probably hear these stories one
I
day.
keep punching my mic. I'm sorry.
I fucking hope not, from the sounds of it.
Well, I mean, I think they're eventually you will, and I mean, you can take lessons from everything, you know.
Yeah, I take lessons from a lot. Look, I used to do a bit of bounty hunting back in Australia on the side of security work, and I met lawmen who finally snapped and blew brains out and got a bounty on their head for it, and I met criminals who would rob folk when they're drunk outside saloons and they get a bounty for it. And the one thing which always broke my heart the most is you go find that criminal who robbed that drunk fella outside the saloon, outside the pub, as we call it. And you're looking at a camp of 10 to 15 criminals all sitting around sharing the spoils. Now you gotta go hunt down that lawman who took justice into his own hands and put a bullet in someone. Unlawfully. And they're always on their own. Out in some squalor shithole. Wishing they had friends. And then suddenly the idea of revenge or pity or being the executioner don't seem so good no more.
I can't believe that it's a very kind world to those who do put down the badge. Especially if they ostracize the people who they call friends.
Absolutely. But we're gonna be the best of friends. Alright?
Well, I
Us
hope
three
so.
right here, we're gonna be the best of friends ever. I already like Benson. He's great. That's a very pretty shirt. you're
but
wearing,
not
so I
me.
can tell we're gonna be friends. No, I was just getting around to complimenting you. No, it was coming. It was like a, was that one of these fellas up in a, you know, when he's talking about the sky, he reckons it's some kind of like goblet. Is that what it's called?
Huh?
It's called a goblet. It's like he reckons that there's a bunch of different things in space that kind of rotate. They call it a goblet.
Didn't count too much about space.
Well, yeah, I reckon it's just a big old sky. And that's how the clouds move. You know, the wind. It's a goblet.
Huh.
I'm pretty sure that's what we called it, a goblet.
I didn't count. To me, a goblet is a really sturdy wine glass.
Oh shit, I'm getting ideas mixed up. Never mind. Look, I wasn't paying attention to what you were saying. It was coming around here is what I'm saying, like the clouds.
Okay.
The compliment was coming around.
Uh-huh.
Unless the earth is flat.
Well,
Is it?
this
I
is the
don't
night
think
crew
so.
right here. You know, you include Snow, you know, Sheriff Cash. There's pretty much the night crew right here. We're around.
Snow and Winters.
You know, Winters,
Winters tends to
yeah,
be around late
Winters.
too. Right.
Snow's
You're
a good
right.
fella.
Winters has been he's been off duty lately. But yeah, Winters too usually. Yeah.
I
night crew
usually
here.
sometimes I'm going to bed by about now. But I can also stay up a wee bit later too. So sort of depends on what's going on any given night.
During the day, there could be crazy amounts of lawn.
Like, well, sometimes it's absolutely dead at these hours. Nothing's happening. Other times, you've got 3 different murderers making threats from 3 different parts of the crossing, and you've got 3 people to deal with them. So,
one to each county then.
You end up going around and in a grape bin, hoping you can do what you can.
I wonder if they're offering $1,000.
Huh?
What? That in the paper. You get like $1,000 at the end.
You mean for becoming a woman?
Yeah, that's a pretty good, stipulation.
Once you get the badge, once you pass, being a cadet, they'll give you a stipend for getting a good horse.
Yeah, I was about to say I definitely need a good horse. Only so much I can spend hunting.
What are you riding right now?
I do not know.
Well, what, is it around?
Is white.
Can I see it?
Somewhere around here. Sure. Champion.
Oh, I think that's a standard bred or a saddler.
Yeah, it ain't nothing fancy.
I mean, I do know of a few horses that are lower cost if you want to get something in the meantime. But still very good. I mean, my own horse right here, she only cost me $500, and she keeps up with Turkmens. But there's at least one horse that's only $150. That'll do you pretty good.
What kind of horse is that?
I'm not sure if I told you, but it's a Criollo. The one that, are you talking about this horse?
That's for sure.
This is a saddler.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I think they cost maybe $60 or $90 or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was $60.
Waste of money.
Oh, not really. I mean, no. I mean, it'll still get you around.
Yeah, you can still.
Point A to B.
What it'll become later is this a cabinet to put things in.
Honestly, the biggest problem you're gonna have with a horse that doesn't have a lot of stamina is probably just keeping up with other deputies. Because I'll be honest, when criminals flee, they tend to run their horses out. They run them in the ground, and then their horse is struggling and gasping for air, and you're trying to, as long as you're pacing, you can keep up with them.
That's right. I'll just, as I'm a cadet anyhow.
Nah, you won't have to worry about it.
Exactly. If pursuit happens, I'll just wish them good luck and just continue trotting.
Aye. But when you do go looking for a new horse, just to let me know, I can give you some pointers and all that.
I would appreciate that a lot.
Just get used to sending A-nons. That's what you do as a cadet.
I can do that. I did that the other day when there was a bank robbery. Poor senior deputy Kai in Blackwater. He was on his lonesome, so I quickly ran to the telegram station, sent an A-non.
Well, I showed up pretty quick. I had to come from.
You did? Oh yeah, you did. You rode past.
I came from Armadillo.
5 seconds after me sending it. But yeah, so I'm pretty well good at being a male boy. I don't mind.
It was a shame, and I think Pabs and I had ridden from near Thieves Landing down to Armadillo, and then we got to Armadillo, and Pabs was like, we have to go back to Blackwater. There's a bank robbery, and so we had to ride all the way back up there.
I spent 2 days looking for a sheriff. It's good fun.
I
think I've sat in 3 different. They're in high demand.
They're an elusive breed.
Okay, all right. So last night, nobody wrote in to say anybody was looking for a sheriff. Snow made it down. Snow made it down to Saint Denis, and said, "Oh, by the way, there's apparently 3 cadets that want to be cadets up in Valentine." So I said, "Okay, well, I'll ride with you across to the Sissica." And then as soon as I got to Sissica, we came back, did the transport. I rode through roads, and on the way, I got stopped by a couple folks who probably took up maybe 5-10 minutes talking to me, and then I made it to Valentine, and there was nobody there.
So it's quite all right.
It had been
I'm
long
only
time,
teasing.
but there was definitely 3 different A-nons in a row sent by 3 different cadet wannabes who were all looking for a sheriff.
That's
yeah,
all right,
but that was while I was.
You live a busy life, Yeah, I did hear one of the deputies say that someone had to be picked up from Cisco, and then they're all trying to figure out how to get out of doing it. And then it seems like they did pretty well if you went and got them.
Huh.
Yep. Eventually, one of the folks made it back to Valentine. I got to interview them, so we got 2 out of the 3 done.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like those odds.
Just need to find the third. Who was the third?
I'm not sure. I have to go
We
look.
got Dunn and Weller.
So Everett, Dunn, and then oh, the other one. He had a name. It was a K. It was like
Casey.
Casey.
Yeah, I met that fella
Aye.
in Big Valley.
It was Casey something else with a K. Casey Christian or I don't know, something like that.
Well, all right. 2 out of 3 ain't so bad, but yeah, it's a shame that I think I was in Valentine for about an hour and a half, just hoping that y'all would come back.
I actually kept checking my telegrams Valentine. I didn't have nothing. And I went upstairs. We must have just keep missing each other like ships in the night. So I kept
Yeah, it
wandering
could've
up
been.
to the office and then going to the telegram station and all that. Oh well, doesn't matter. We're here now. The journey is.
I know
Journey
when
is
I
over.
was looking for a sheriff for my interview, I think I spent a full 6 to 8 hours trying to track one down, pin him down long enough to speak with him. Because that was right in the middle of a war that was going on, and they were just running themselves ragged. No one had time for me.
That don't sound too fun.
In fact, my entire time as a cadet, everyone was too busy to train me, or they were going into situations that were too dangerous, and then as soon as those situations were over, they were tired, and so they clocked off and left. That was like half of my time as a cadet. I was starting to fear that I'd never get trained.
And yet, here you are, still probably partially trained.
Probably I would hope so. I mean, I've been working for like, what is it, 2 months now? 2.5? I don't know. It's been a while now.
You what now?
It's been a while now.
What did you say before that?
Like,
Donut can?
about 2 months.
Dinner can,
No, not...
Dinner can?
No.
like beans or something.
No.
Dinner.
Yeah, I heard donut can. I fucking love donuts. Is there donuts around here? Have they got donuts in a can in America?
Not that I know of, but that would be.
That sounds great.
Quite
You know,
simple.
just like imagine you open up a can, like a tin can, like what beans come in, but there's just donuts stacked on top of each other.
Now that might be an idea.
Why am I becoming a? Is she all right?
I'm fine. I'm totally... I'm gonna check the tip line. I'm fine, though. Completely,
Sheriff,
but
could
totally
I,
fine.
Can I get your ear for a moment?
Yeah, I'll step up the porch.
Nothing.
What do you mean by breakout?
They broke in and stole the telegrams.
The break in. Okay.
Yeah, broke in and stole the telegrams.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know what charges to put on that. Is that government property, the telegram station?
Probably not, but it would be theft, I'd say.
Okay, so destruction of government property should not be on there.
It probably could be, but I don't know.
I think
Seems
we've
a little
got
bit excessive.
I think we've got a thievery charge. It's different than robbery because
Yeah,
it's done.
robbery is armed robbery. Theft is stealing something without use of a firearm.
Well, generally speaking, it's also just without contact with a person. So something that they left somewhere, someone took it. I think
Yes.
that's what it is.
Without force.
Without force. No conflict. It's kind of hard to put it in an emote though, because it's long, you know.
But yeah, while I don't know if the government owns the telegraph or not, it could be private. Either way, I don't think I've ever considered it government property, and I think that for a crime such as that, we probably don't need to add any extra charges onto it.
So the only thing here should be theft under 250?
Yeah, I believe so.
Gotcha.
But they also robbed the general store, and I'm beginning to think that the doctor's office is likely all part of the same deal too. Not that we have any ideas of who it may have been. At first, I thought the doctor's office may have been separate because a lot of folks come into doctor's offices, raid it for medical supplies to try to treat their friends that are outlaws or something. But just because of all three places being hit around the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if it's all the same person.
Yeah, all I got was muddy feet print out there, and you know, it started to rain and pretty much washed them away as well.
Yeah, there were boot prints inside the general store. I didn't see any prints inside the doctor's office, but I wasn't really looking at the floor at that point.
Oh, sorry.
He gave it to her. There's an incident report here. Let's see. What was it?
Duncan Weller, Everett Dunn.
Why would he have kept it after it?
Dina had O'Neill's old deputy badge.
Weller.
Apparently he
Interviewed
gave it
Weller,
to her,
and he seemed reasonably sharp, described himself as hot-headed but working on it, so make sure he doesn't get too mouthy in conversation with more feisty criminals. Mostly he has some experience with security and bounty hunting, so his field skills should be there.
His old deputy badge. When he got his senior deputy badge, maybe he gave away his old one. Which
I don't know.
Is not good to do.
I just thought it was awfully reckless, right? I mean, that could have ended up, who knows where that could have ended up, right? That could have ended up in way worse hands.
Yeah, that's not something that anybody should be giving away.
Alright, so I updated that, just changed it to theft under 250. 20 days, and that's just a $25 fine because the telegrams don't have any value, right?
Yes, I agree with that. I mean, there could be value inside the telegrams. We can ask them when we apprehend them if we ever figure out who it is. Chances are we won't. But yeah, we can ask them what the contents entailed and search them for anything that might look stolen. But yeah, typically they wouldn't have any inherent value, so it would just be the fine.
Okay, got it. Alright, so I think I'm done with that report then. Just wanted to follow up with that on what charges should be on there because I wasn't sure, so.
Sure.
Hey, 733. That's a great telegram number.
All right, Wheeler, come on over here. You don't have to keep your distance.
You're here to learn and listen in.
Conversation.
Yep. I'm just letting you know we got conversation you can maybe learn from, I guess, maybe, potentially.
Yeah,
Right,
I'll tell you, as a cadet, you want to try to get as close and listen to as much as possible. What I did as a cadet was I shut my mouth and just listened and send the anons and stay away when things were going on, right? That'd be the best advice I can give you. Just, you know, now they can't shut me up. But as a cadet, I was quiet as a mouse. Anyways, I was asking, when do we, alright, so at what time do we use our gun? Like, when we're apprehending somebody on a wanted list, how do you approach them? Like, when is it okay to pull your gun, basically, is my question.
So, if I knew someone was wanted, sir, I'd probably inquire as to what they were wanted for and if they're known to be a dangerous and violent criminal. Now, let's say, you know, you're chasing a fella because he, I don't know, stole a horse or stole some baked beans from the grocery store. I think it would be quite you know, if he's not known to have any prior violence or anything like that, going up to him and say, look, fella, why don't you come down, ask a few questions or whatnot. You're unfortunately wanted for this or that, you know, and see how it goes. Obviously, always be on your guard, because most folks don't like being told that they're going to be arrested for something. Now, if I was chasing, let's say, a fella who was obviously a very known violent individual for murder or assault and battery or something, I would feel it within the best interest for everyone's safety to, you know, obviously tell that fella, just put his hands up, I'm just going to slap some cuffs on him, and then we're going to come down and you're going to be charged with so-and-so.
Really good, actually. But now if I can get more specific, and I was actually asking the sheriff because I got put in a situation today, and I think I maybe overreacted a little bit, but let's say it's Clyde Davis, and you see Clyde Davis, and he's wanted. How would you approach him?
Well, I could tell you how I would do it, but how I would do it might be different from how somebody else would do it. Now, as a general rule of thumb, I mean, what the cadet said here was pretty astute. It would depend on the history of the individual, but basically, in any situation, you have to make a judgment and determine if the person is going to be hostile. If you need a weapon for your protection, that's when you would draw it. If you feel as though the person, as soon as you say that they're under arrest, is either going to flee or draw their weapon and try to, you know, hold it against you, then you would want to have your weapon drawn as you approach.
So, it was over by Doyle's, and it was a hostile environment with people around, and I did draw my weapon, and he ran. And once he said, let me finish my stew, I kind of lowered my weapon, and he finished the stew and bolted. And he got to his horse very quickly and got out of there, and I realized I probably shouldn't have had my gun. That made it a tense situation, but I was kind of alone and scared, I guess.
I mean, it's your judgment call. It sort of depends on the person involved. With some people, you can build a rapport. Some people, you know, they're always gonna run no matter what. It's sort of one of those things you have to use your best judgment on, because you are authorized to draw if you feel like you need it for your safety, your own personal safety. But you got to be mindful of what might escalate versus not.
Yeah, I guess it's a fine line on when to use your weapon, when to use your rope, right? These are things that we want to try not to use, right? But it's hard to arrest somebody, no weapon, no rope. It's, you know, most criminals aren't just going to say, okay, let's go on into the sheriff's office, right? I mean, some of them will, but most,
I would never
will not.
I would never initially approach someone with a rope. That is how you get shot.
Right.
That's how you get shot.
But you know what I mean? It's a fine line of when to use these things, you know?
No, I think I only use a rope when they're fleeing, they're not complaining, and they're not using a weapon. And then I might trade, after trying to get them to stop, I might try and get a rope on them. Did that just last night, actually.
But Saffron is absolutely right. You build rapport, and the more rapport you build, the more trust there'll be, and that trust that you may have with someone, even if they are a violent person, can go a long way to, you know, facilitating, you know, peaceful encounters. So Clyde Davis is one. If I were to walk up to him and say, Clyde, you know, you're wanted, just come with me, get it over with, he'll come with me, and he'll come in the office, and he'll serve his time, and it'll be just that simple. Clyde is an interesting, sort of exceptional one, because he takes issue with a lot of weird things. He's fussy, I'd say. So if you come to him with a weapon drawn, that may violate some code that he has in his head, and he may think like, well, as soon as this fella lets his guard down, I'm running just because he's coming at me with a gun. It could be something like that. I don't know. Some folks are different like that, weird like that. And I think that the bottom line is, if you feel as though you would be threatened at some point, having your weapon out is sort of a little bit of assurance that you won't have tables turned on you. You won't get robbed. You won't be giving away the upper hand. Now, you did mention it was a hostile environment, which leads me to believe that Clyde was probably around some friends who may have been willing to help him, and perhaps you were alone in this case?
Well, by hostile environment, I meant his friends could be near, and Pearly and Flo, the bartenders, seemed to try to help distract me for him.
That is where I would try and pull him aside to speak with him, potentially, depending on the person, of course. So that not everyone in the room is hearing that, hey, you're wanted and stuff like that. Going outside would be good if they'll comply, anyways.
I definitely panicked and reacted. That's why I'm kind of looking for feedback and, to get better, right? Make mistakes, learn from them.
And if you're ever putting yourself in a position where if everybody in the room could draw on you and you're expecting that to happen, then you're better off going for a peaceful option and just talking to him and trying to ask him to come in.
Right. I actually did something like that with Peter Gray yesterday.
Yeah, because if you're going to be outnumbered when you draw your weapon, then you're basically ensuring that you will have 4 guns pointed at you and you're going to be on your own, and all of a sudden you're going to be very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'll just leave that situation altogether. I'm not going to put myself in dangerous situations. When Clyde got on his horse and started to get away, by the time I got to my horse, he had a pretty big lead on me. I wasn't going to ride into a trap. I just let him go. Give them enough time, they could set up some type of trap on me. When I'm by myself, I'd rather just let them go than ride into a trap.
Yeah. Yep. It's all it's stuff that you learn as you go, and if you get nervous and you make a mistake, that will happen. I mean, you're going to be put under intense situations where you have to think on your feet and make your impulsive choice. So sometimes it won't always be perfect. You'll have the gift of hindsight, as long as you don't beat yourself up over it and you instead learn from it, think about how you can improve next time. That's exactly what you need to do.
You're always gonna end up making mistakes.
Right. No, I just want to be able to learn, right? What was the proper thing to do there, I guess. How wrong was I? And I definitely could have handled it better, and I'm seeing all the ways that I could have now, and we'll be able to do that in the future.
Very good. Interesting question, and good answer, Cadet, as well.
Thanks. I apologize for the fact that question wasn't aimed at me. I didn't realize.
It did sort of sound like a test that he was setting you up for.
Yeah, we called you up here and I shouted out the question, so no, and it's fine. You gotta, hey, look at that. You earned some good points with the sheriff, so good job. I thought it was a very good answer too, so.
Case by case basis, right?
Yeah, learn as you go. Build that rapport. Build that trust.
That's what I try to do during the downtimes. I try to just ride around and just talk with folk, make a presence in the community, get to know them. I've been working hard at doing that, just getting to know everybody in the crossing. They're all very new to me.
It's important, Saffron, to take some time off the road and try to go to saloons and mingle and talk to people and take a load off and maybe play some blackjack or poker or something.
I don't play blackjack and poker though.
It's important.
I'm forced to.
Important.
It's gambling. I was raised not to gamble. That's just one of those things,
See, I'm quite the opposite. I was raised to gamble, so I'm quite good at blackjack. Poker, I ain't too bad at.
Anytime I see a crowd at the big boat in Saint Denis, which has been getting quite the crowds lately, I go in there, put $20 on the roulette table, spread it out a little bit, $5 bets, and just listen. And you'd be surprised the things you'll hear in there. The things they will say just right in front of you, right out in the open. I've heard so much.
Mm-hmm. It is quite shocking. Quite shocking indeed.
I just don't enjoy that stuff as much as, you know, going out and getting things done.
Just pretend. It's still good to do.
Just pretend that I enjoy it.
I stop in saloons, I buy a beer. You know, beer, I won't drink the hard stuff while I'm working,
honestly,
but beer runs through me like water. I'm a big boy, I can handle a few beers.
I can't stand standing around in saloons. I actually hate it so much.
Hey, what? Turned himself in.
Did he? Where?
He did.
In Blackwater to Rabbit.
Oh. Huh.
I should ride up there and ask him why he didn't turn himself into me.
Probably because he doesn't know you.
Yeah, he's only got 15 days.
Or because he had other stuff to handle.
You know what? We should head to Blackwater anyhow. Let's do a little bit of riding training.
Yeah, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
You like the new clothes, Sheriff?
Yeah, you look
just bought them,
I suppose.
I went down to Armadillo and I was wearing this, and everyone else had these nice cut outfits with white hats, and I felt very out of place.
White hats into the desert?
Wagon coming right here.
That don't sound forward thinking.
Well, apparently they're wanting to look very formal and really enforce their presence down there.
Why is that?
Because people like Clay Davis saying that they're gonna escort deputies out of the desert, that sort of stuff. There's been a lot of activity down in Tumbleweed.
Sorry, that was bad. Lost control of the reins for a second.
A few people are trying to get more patrols out there.
Well, that's good. I think that we should make more of an effort to do that.
No, I agree. I was supporting it. Trying to.
Not sure about the white hat though. That just sounds.
I feel like it just literally puts a target on your head.
Well, there's that, and also, who wants to wear a white hat in the desert?
I mean, it'd keep you cool. Probably better than a black hat.
Could blind
the color. I mean, you ever worn a white shirt versus a black shirt?
Sure.
Like the coolest hats are like white straw hats.
But it's gonna get all sandy and dusty.
Right?
All right, Saffron. Let's have you teach our cadet about our riding formations here, and then have the cadet lead us to Blackwater.
Okay. Typically with riding formations, we like to do the leader out front, and then either, well, a group like this, we'd maybe do 1, 2, and then 1 behind, or we could do staggered, typically. So the leader tends to choose that, and it's good to keep in mind something like a staggered formation is going to be narrower. It's easier to collapse if you're going through very terrain, sharp corners, narrow roads. But the 1, 2, 1 or 1, 2, 2 formation works really well. And then the person who is to the leader's right is supposed to have their ropes equipped, so that if there's anyone who gets rowdy on the roads, they can deal with that.
We can do the 1, 2, 2 or 1, 2, 1.
I'd have to do 1, 2, 1.
Correct.
Well, your decision. We're going off to Blackwater, so you can lead us by any route that you want to. Just keep in mind, and if there's riders coming, make sure to call it out so that we are prepared, and let us know when you're slowing down or when you're turning, and then also let us know who you want in which position. Who do you want on ropes?
I'll get Deputy Benson on ropes, if that's alright.
Okay.
Call out Ryder.
Ryder. Alright, speeding up.
Call out the riders, and then just call out a wagon as well. And any sharp turns.
Sure.
Right. And formations help keep us from knocking into each other. They keep us organised, and they help us present a good image to the community that we're organised and we know what we're doing.
I see that.
Also spreads us out in case we get attacked.
Going right.
And call out carts. Yeah.
So when you got windy roads kind of like this, where it don't really turn left or right too much.
Oh, I mostly
like
just
angles right.
you don't have to call that out, unless you're diverting off the road, which you can do if you want to. There's nothing that says you have to stay on the road. It's more of, you know, if we're coming to an obvious branch or something like that, or
if we were to take a last second right here, you'd want to yell out.
Yeah, you call that out.
And if you can, call it out ahead of time. Sometimes you don't know ahead of time, you know, but you do what you want, or what you need to.
What about a donut?
Huh?
Nothing.
Hey Tilted, thank you so much for the raid.
Already. Champion's alright. He's good. He gets dirty real quick though.
A light horse will do that here. I'll just brush mine off him. Do you know the roads here pretty well already?
I'm usually pretty good at adapting to an environment. I know most of the main roads. See, the good thing about searching for a sheriff 2 days is you be going between Blackwater Roads and Valentine. I know tomorrow.
Hey. Well, as you ride with us, you'll get acquainted with a lot of the shortcuts that different deputies tend to take. Just pay attention, you'll find some good ones out. Help you get across the crossing quite quickly. Aye. Well, more of the secrets of the off roads.
Turn and left. You ever had any people not knowing the left from right?
I have that problem. I think it
Alright.
it has something to do with me being left-handed. It's just it's a strange thing I've got. It's more of when I'm trying to call it out for people, I might say the wrong one, which is not good. Alright.
Senior deputy. Alright.
Tilted, thank you so much for the resub. Wow, 10 months? No way. Oh, sorry. Persephone's always trying to be in front. I've got to keep her held back.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna need to buy a faster horse if I'm gonna be doing this. Because I'm just at like your speeds compared to my speeds, so I'm just a simple trot.
I think you could probably kick your horse up into a wee bit of a faster gallop without sprinting.
Yeah.
That's up to you though. You get to set the pace. Right.
I just keep turning my head back to look at the formation, just to make sure I ain't leading astray.
Aye, it's good. It's good to take a glance back and make sure that you've got everyone.
Turning left here.
And you can always call out for people to hold or to slow down if you see that someone's lagging way behind. Do you have a long arm?
No ma'am, I do not.
Okay. Might be best for you to get one just in case of wolves. I could help you out with that. At least get you a carbine. They'll take care of them nicely.
appreciate
My first day as a cadet, I didn't even have a gun.
Wow. I
didn't have a
definitely recommend that you have a gun. Self-defense
I
as.
tried to buy a better horse.
Oh dear.
And then, sorry. And then Briar gave me a rusty old Cattleman she had laying around. And that was what I used my whole cadet phase. But you don't need I figured you don't really need a gun as a cadet.
I mean,
You just need
you're not gonna be using your gun for official things, but you can definitely still get attacked by wolves or something.
For sure.
That would have been a good place to call out which way you're going. You're doing fine though.
I'm gonna speed up a bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Ryder.
Ryder.
Aye. You can also feel free if you know a particular area is going to be narrow or rocky or something, you can call those things out as well, just to help everyone be prepared.
Turn on left up here.
Perfect.
Turn on left down the gully. Are they called gullies? Pretty sure they're called gullies.
I'm not quite sure. Maybe.
Valley, maybe? I don't know.
Probably not a valley. Almost like a ravine, but
Yeah.
gully's probably
I'm gonna
good.
stick with gully. Sounded
Aye.
right.
No, it sounds about right.
I'm sure gully is like
Or gorge.
small
Rider.
Rider.
There goes that Breton scraping his head off. I love Bretons, but they are funny. They're, I think,
Are they louder than?
they're so loud. Aye.
Left
Bretons
coming up.
and Arabians make a lot of noise for some reason.
It is kind of loud. Now that you say that. But it's a great horse.
Mm-hmm.
I beat Jack's $2,000 Hungarian half-bred in a short distance race.
Aye, but the Hungarian half-bred will probably outlast in a long distance one.
Oh, for sure, for sure. But I wanted to test it in the short distance because I noticed my gallop was faster than his. And he didn't believe me, and we did a short distance race, and sure
Turn
enough.
left up here and then turn right.
What is going on out here? Oh, okay. That's...
Alright, well, I will get that sorted and let you know when I'm finished.
Howdy, Sands Crossing Sheriff's Department.
Howdy. I came over here and I see people standing around on the roof and I'm going, what's going on?
Yeah,
Let's
that
just see
gentleman apparently is a carpenter and a roofer, so I'm just paying him to touch up the
Oh,
tiles
nice.
on top of the office. So I don't say anything terribly, concerning while he's up there.
Uh-huh.
Howdy, Sheriff.
Howdy, Rabbit. Howdy, how you doing?
Doing alright? Did you hear my explanation just then?
I did, yes.
Yeah.
I
that's
also
fine.
seen that you arrested Clyde Davis.
I did. He just got finished serving his time. And actually, I needed to talk to you, Benson.
Oh, Lord, we didn't send it a telegram that we were coming here.
We're terrible. I should have known better.
So we
With the
we
cadet and
actually
everything.
just did a big. We were actually just talking this whole thing over.
Oh,
What
sorry.
whole thing
I'm just
over?
gonna grab a drink of water.
Well, I'm guessing what you want to talk to me about.
You leaving off the update to the total charges?
Oh, no, never mind.
No? Alright, basically, I just wanted to double check with you and make sure that, when you do update a wanted report with a second incident, you gotta double check and make sure the total charges have been updated. Because I just, neglected to charge Clyde for his fleeing and eluding.
Oh, okay.
Because he turned himself in, so, you know, I was just sort of processing it off the cuff, and then I was double checking. And that's also my fault, by the way. I'm not like blaming you entirely for this, but just in the interest of making sure that sort of thing don't happen by mistake, it's always good just to double check, make sure that you've updated the charges total and you know, all that.
Gotcha.
I feel like it's the second time I've seen a report from you where the charges haven't been updated.
Thank you so much for the follow.
So, yeah, that's all
hey,
good.
Rain.
I know that you're still pretty fresh, and I'll be honest, the report system is a bit of a monster to get your handle on, so I'm not chewing you out, I'm just giving you a heads up.
Oh, that reminds me.
Also, I hope you don't mind that other folk heard that it wasn't a dressing down. Again, it was just...
Oh, no, it's...
No, it's fine.
Hi.
I want to take it as such.
Was there something else you thought we were going to be talking about?
Yeah.
Would you like to talk about it in private?
No, we talked about it openly. We all talked about it. I pulled my gun on Clyde, and you know, maybe it was a bit aggressive. I thought he might have been upset about it and said something, and that's what you wanted to talk to me about.
Oh,
but we've gone over it. You know, when you know, I knew it was a little aggressive once I did it. I guess I just got scared. I was by myself. You know, so I thought that's what you were gonna want to talk to me about.
I didn't know that actually. I didn't see it in the report. But if you've already chatted about it, I don't see any reason to reiterate and double down.
Notebook.
Right. No. I thought Clyde might have taken it to heart or something.
And here.
No. He didn't seem to. He had no burned feelings about that. I don't think. But I like to, you know, caution folk that
this would be
you're within your rights.
Oh, coming from Sob
if you feel you need to, but I like to make sure that it matches the
yeah, we
severity
had some
of the
fun
crime.
last night.
I don't like drawing guns on horse thieves. You know what I mean?
Right. No. Yeah, I'm. Yeah, like I said, I overreacted a little bit, and
because
I knew that, and I've been following up with some advice and just trying to make it better. You know.
All right, that's good. Seems like you're addressing it yourself. So
right. Yeah.
I'm glad you're being mindful. All right, I'm gonna go see if my lovely partner is awake and well. Is this a cadet we got over here?
Brand new. Just had his interview.
Wonderful.
I was hoping to run into Clyde.
Yeah, he might still be in town. I've still got his knife and lasso. I thought he'd be coming back, so I'll go see if I can find him. Howdy, cadet.
Well, welcome to the stream. Right now it's pretty slow. We did more stuff earlier in the night. I'll probably be getting off here soon to feed the squirrel babies for the last time tonight and go to bed. Try not to stay up too late.
No issue. We'll be right back.
Bye.
Okay, and I'm gonna go check my telegrams.
Okay. Go for a little walk around town. a spare shotgun somewhere, actually. Let me give him that. But Eddie?
Bill Blaster says that's the reason why we don't see no elephants, is the elephant gun's all about. Yep.
Oh, hey, anybody inside?
Inside the saloon?
Yeah.
I could hear Clay Davis in there. Yeah, Red Dead 2 RP is entirely different ballgame from GTA. A lot slower and a lot more dialogue. For someone that's been RPing for a while in GTA, for example, originally Red Dead 2 turned me away just because I wasn't running into anyone. But since the server cap increases in RedM, I've been more interested. Yeah, it's definitely it's a whole nother ball game with one sync now available. I agree 100%. I did get some really fantastic RP without it, but a lot of it is right around just trying to find people, for sure. You still have that from time to time. I know this server did really well with mitigating that issue by kind of selecting an area of play. I'm looking forward to the day when that stuff is all ironed out and you can have even more people in one spot. Because we do get bubble issues when there's more than 32 players in one area. Calypso would have it. Flips coin. Coin lands heads. Are you trying to say you're going to come hurt me? Listen, I sent you a nice telegram and everything. I checked up on you. Was nice to you. But y'all just want to be mean. Oh, okay. That's what Odysseus has on him. Just broke everything over here. That's the coin, by the way. Well, that's good. I was thinking about using labels to make it unique. I'm buying my carbine. Okay, why? Nice.
Thank you.
Alright, don't let me get in your way if you want to sit down. Is it Plum?
Saffron!
Don't let me get in your way.
fight the deputy.
Oh, there we go, Saffron.
Need to get up and stretch my leg.
You gonna sit down?
Probably not. I'm actually looking for Duncan.
Looking for who? Everyone you're probably going to be wanting to chase today is sitting here anyways. So might as well sit down.
Yeah, we can talk about treasure.
You know,
Don't tell
we
him
were gonna talk about treasure, and then you never reached out to me because you wanted to talk about treasure right as I was going to bed.
All he wants is your secrets. Don't listen.
I know.
At the time, I was desperate for the 60th, and now I'm 64.
Well, okay. I need to go find someone. I'll be back.
He was here. I don't know where he went.
Got whitelisted on different RDRP server about a year ago. When basically every Red Dead server saw the 32-player cap, got discouraged due to the general emptiness and lack of RP. Yeah, definitely different now. Alright, there you are. Here, Wooler. Got some things for you.
This here bloke's looking for rabbit.
Okay, one moment.
No, it's no rush.
I don't know where she went to. But okay, so here is a carbine. That's good. I'll take care of the wolves. And then I had an extra one of these laying around, so you can have that.
Oh wow. I really appreciate that. Thank you. It ain't charity either, hon, so, you know, get up on my feet. You'll be getting paid back whether you're lacking or not.
I mean, don't worry about it. We get paid well enough as deputies. And, I mean, I had that laying around. And, I mean, another deputy, I just wanted to look at his Litchfield, because I like to have my guns designed and stuff. And he's like, oh, you can just have it. And that's a $400 gun. So, just paint it forward, you know?
Yeah, alright. Well, I appreciate that a lot. Thank you.
I'm not sure where Rabbit might have gone to. I think she's
Oh,
busy.
I just got a receipt for him, that's all. I am. What gave it away? Huh.
I'm gonna go check on the sheriff because he went to the telegram station, and that's a place where people often get jumped. I should know. Lovely. I got jumped and kidnapped out of the telegram station just last week. So.
Shit.
Oh, good. Just checking on you.
Yeah, Rabbit wanted to introduce me to Willow, their partner.
Okay.
Quite the interesting conversation that was.
I just I got jumped in that telegram station like a week-ish ago, so it's, you know, that's a common thing for people get jumped in the telegram station.
That's true. That's true. It does happen. It was that one right there here in Blackwater.
Aye, when Thorn grabbed me.
Oh. I see. That person come into town, goes halfway to the telegraph, and then turns back around?
Oh, I'm afraid I missed that.
A little bit strange.
Perhaps they saw someone who they didn't want to come face to face with.
Yeah, but it looks like they turned back around to go towards the bank or something, so. maybe they're just
Maybe
avoiding
they,
people.
Well, they could have forgotten their telegram book or something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Where'd Benson run off to?
I think he's in the saloon. Clay Davis and a bunch of others are playing poker in there.
Okay, fair enough. Unfortunately, I have to go turn in for the night, I think, now.
I'm sort of in the same boat.
That's alright. I got my interview done. That's the first step.
I know
Yes,
that you're probably like to be on duty later in the day. But if you're around earlier, I do tend to be I tend to be one of the few left standing after midnight EST. So
I'll be around this weekend and whatnot. Won't be around tomorrow or nothing. I got some business up north, but I'll make do with what I got.
Yeah, there should be enough of us around, mostly through the night. Today seemed to be a bit of a slower day, but either way, I mean, Rabbit is usually around late hours.
Rabbit, Christensen, maybe Cash.
Christensen, I think, is gone for a week or something.
Oh, really? Okay.
But yeah, myself, I'm usually around till about this time, or I mean, I often get held up an extra hour or two later than I want, but I'm going to seize my opportunity now and try to get some rest.
Mm-hmm. Me as well.
But yeah, we got a few late night folks, as I think Benson was already talking to you about. So you should have plenty of options. But I know Rabbit is around right now, but I'm trying to take some time off, at least for an hour or two. But anytime you're around and you can't find any of us, you just send in a tip, and hopefully someone will reach out to you and get you some time to ride along with you.
Yeah, no worries. I'll get it done, sir. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, it was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you two folks as well.
Bye. Take care.
I will see all y'all around.
Okay. Yeah, no problem, Rain. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, guys, I'm going to be ending for the night. Because, it's late for me. As in, almost midnight or midnight. I don't actually know. Oops. I'm going to send you guys off in a raid. Let's see who's... Wow, not a lot of people going still. Wow. Okay, let's swing by, say hi to Hope. Since he misled poor Cricket earlier in the day. That jerk. Okay. Who plays Clyde Davis, and he is your local scoundrel. Please go give him some love. Yep, thank you all for stopping by. Thank you all for the support, hanging out. Nice to have people to talk to, that's for sure. All right, I'll be sending you off.